You're watching Rurouni K95's movie review on American Pop, which is directed by Ralph Bakshi. Hi, Ruronis. This is your pal, Rurouni K95. Today, we're going to be discussing about doing a movie review on American Pop for today's movie review. American Pop is a 1981 American adult animated musical drama film starring Ron Thompson and produced and directed by Ralph Bakshi. It was the fourth animated feature film to be presented in Dolby Sound. The film tells the story of four generations of a Russian Jewish immigrant family of musicians whose careers parallel the history of American popular music in the 20th century. Yes, this was released on February 13, 1981, which is the Ralph Bakshi film made by Columbia Pictures, which is probably around the same year as Heavy Metal. The majority of the film's animation was completed through rotoscoping, a process in which live actors are filmed, and the subsequent footage is used for the animators to draw over. Yeah. However, the film also uses a variety of other mixed media, including watercolors, computer graphics, live action shots, and archival footage. So let's begin with our review. In Imperial Russia during the late 1890s, a rabbi's wife and her young son Zalmy escape to America while the rabbi is killed by the Cossacks. Shortly after their arrival in New York City, Zalmy is recruited by Louis, a performer at a burlesque house, to hand out a chorus slips sheets of paper with song chorus lyrics used to enable audience members to sing along. Yeah. As Zalmy grows into adolescence, he spends more time with Louis backstage at burlesque shows. When Zalmy's mother dies in the Triangle Shirtwaist Factory fire, he begins working with Louis at a full-time at a small theater. Through Zalmy aspires to be a singer. He is beginning to enter puberty, and his changing voice becomes a significant obstacle when the First World War strikes. Zalmy travels the globe performing for the troops as the bottom of the half-pantomime horse and sustains a wound to his throat during a German air raid, which ends his singing career. Yeah. When Zalmy returns to New York, he briefly continues performing as a clown and falls in love with a stripper named Bella, vowing to make her famous singer and getting involved with the mobsters in order to do so. After Zalmy impregnates her, he uses money from mob boss Nicky Palumbo to pay for their wedding. Bella achieves modest success, but she is killed after opening package containing a bomb intended for Zalmy. Their son, Benny, who is already an introverted child, focuses all of his efforts becoming a talented jazz pianist. Benny marries Palumbo's daughter at Zalmy's request and enlists to fight in World War II, seeking redemption for his family despite pleas from his father. Benny is killed in Nazi Germany when he stops to play on an abandoned piano and is caught off guard by a Nazi soldier. Benny begins to play Lil Marlene, and the Nazi closes his eyes in bliss. But when the song ends, the Nazi pauses only to thank Benny before riddling him. And the piano with gunfire. Benny's wife and son, named Tony, now live in a suburban Long Island town. And they watch as Zalmy testifies against Palumbo on television, calling him a rat. A teenage Tony steals his stepfather's car and drives across the country for 4 weeks, ending up in Kansas, where he spends the day washing dishes at a diner and spends the night with a waitress In California, Tony takes another job dishwashing, but soon grows tired of it and quits. A six-piece rock group invites him to write songs for them after hearing him playing a harmonica under their doorstep when you hear the song California Dreamer and by the Mamas and the Papas. The band becomes successfully but slowly starts to decompose because of the heroin addictions of a female lead singer named Frankie Hart, and Tony himself which means Tony becomes addicted to drugs. After being hospitalized from falling off a stage while on acid at one of the Frankie's shows, with the song Somebody to Love, which is a Jefferson Airplane cover song playing in the movie, Frankie and the band's drummer Johnny Webb marry but divorce after 2 weeks, and Frankie begins an affair with Tony. In Kansas, the band is set to perform after Jimi Hendrix, but Frankie overdoses backstage and Tony meets a blonde, blue-eyed boy, Little Pete, who Tony realizes is his son, conceived the night he spent with the waitress. Tony moves back to New York City, accompanied by Pete, where he becomes heavily influenced with drug dealing. Pete makes a small amount of money playing the acoustic guitar, but Tony takes any money that Pete earns to buy drugs for himself. One day, Tony and Pete argue over the latter's guitar, where Pete reveals that he knows Tony is his father. After he tells the story of his own father, Tony gives Benny's harmonica to Pete. Then Tony takes Pete's guitar to pawn it. Means he's saying he's gonna pawn it, and then he's gonna unpawn it. Yeah, that's what Tony told Pete, that he was going to pawn the guitar. Means he's gonna pawn it, and he's gonna unpawn it. That's how. Telling Pete to wait on the city bench they're at. The next morning, a man approaches Pete and gives him a small package of drugs to sell and the pawn slip for his guitar, and tells Pete that Tony said goodbye to him. After selling the drugs to rock bands, Pete refuses to sell the band members any more cocaine unless they are willing to listen to his music. With the song, playing the song Night Moves, performed by Bob Seger in this one. His talent stuns both the band and the management, and they agree to record and hire him on the spot. So the film ends with Pete performing in concert with the band, images of his ancestors appearing during his performances. Yeah, including the songs like Blue Suede Shoes, Devil in the Blue Dress, and Crazy on You. So the film ends with the end credits with the song Freebird, and that's how you end the movie, with the end credits by hearing Freebird by Lynyrd Skynyrd, what you hear at the end credits of the movie American Pop. Following the production struggles of The Lord of the Rings, Ralph Bakshi decided that it's time to work on something more personal. He pitched American Pop to Columbia Pictures President Dan Melnick. Bakshi wanted to produce a film with an extensive soundtrack of songs, which would be given an entirely new context in juxtaposition to the visuals in a film. While the film does not reflect Bakshi's own experiences, its themes were strongly influenced by individuals he had encountered in Brownsville. Yeah, the film's crew included character and layout design artist Luis Zengarelli, Vita, Barry E. Jackson, and Marsha Adams, each of whom brought their own personal touch to the film. Bakshi once again used rotoscoping in an attempt to capture the range of emotions and movement required for the film's story, according to Bakshi. Rotoscoping is terrible for subtleties, so it was tough to get facial performances to match the stage ones. The rock band Fear appeared in the film. Fear lead singer Ving acted under the name Lee James Jude. Actor Ayla Baskin performed in the film in an early role as a tuba player as well for the film American Pop. And also for the music for the film American Pop. The score for American Pop was composed by Lee Holdridge. As the result of his reputation as an innovator of adult animation, Bakshi was able to acquire the rights to an extensive soundtrack, including songs by Bob Dylan, Jefferson Airplane, Janis Joplin, The Doors, George Gershwin, the Mamas and the Papas, Herbie Hancock, Lou Reed, and Louise Prima for under US $1 million permission fees. Due to music clearance issues, the film was not released on home video until 1998. So the film was a success upon its February 12, 1981 release. Writer Jerry Beck called it one of Bakshi's best films. The film received mixed to positive reviews from critics and currently holds 61% on Rotten Tomatoes. Well, Ralph Bakshi's American Pop is the only Ralph Bakshi film I can review. It's not like they gave us Cool World, but yeah, because Cool World is kind of lame, but it's American Pop, which is the groundbreaking rock and roll adventure with the music what you hear in American Pop. That's why. Slate magazine said the film was a rock star epic, a cartoon movie for and about grown-ups in both style and substance as well. Michael Barrier, an animation historian, described American Pop as one of two films that demonstrated that Bakshi was utterly lacking the artistic self-discipline that might have permitted to outgrow his limitations. Ain't It Cool News head writer Henry Knowles wrote that American Pop was his favorite Ralph Bakshi film. On January 12, 2014, at the Egyptian Theater in Hollywood, California, there was a special screening of American Pop with actors Ron Thompson and Muse Small in attendance. It was the first time that lead actor Ron Thompson ever introduced the film before a live audience. At the Aero Theater in Santa Monica on March 27, 2015, there was a screening of American Pop with director Ralph Bakshi, Ron Thompson, and Muse Small attending. Yeah, the movie American Pop features Lisa Jane Persky, who is known for the TV movie Kiss Meets the Phantom of the Park. And it also features Roz Kelly, who is known for the TV show Happy Days and the horror movie New Year's Evil, along with other actors like Ron Thompson, who is known for TV shows Baretta as well, The White Buffalo, and he's also known for the No Mercy Man. And other works he has been worked on, especially for Ron Thompson, but American Pop made him famous, that's why. So that's going to be it for my movie review on American Pop. Thank you for watching, but before we go, here's my thoughts about American Pop. Even though I really did enjoy the film American Pop because I have it on DVD, because why not? Because American Pop is the only Ralph Bakshi film I own, but I might review Lord of the Rings Ralph Bakshi film from the 70s at one point. Subscribe for content. My anime plan link in the description down below. Share this video on your Twitter, Facebook if you have Twitter, Facebook account, and all social media. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up by clicking the like button on this video. Be sure to feel free to leave in the comments in the comment section below in this video as well. Click on my notifications bell button. Check out my videos on mobile. Subscribe to my channel, RoniK95. Feel free to join my channel as well. Click on my notifications bell button. Check out my videos I'm uploading as well. And that's all I have to say. Oh, and I forgot one more thing for this video as well, because I'm running out of time. Stay tuned for my next movie review on Napoleon Dynamite. Stay tuned for the next movie review on Napoleon Dynamite, and I'll see you soon for more videos.